best power yoga. Try something new. It'll be obviously a little bit more intense maybe than what we've done before with the yoga, but all still good. So as you stand tall, realign your spine, relax your neck and your shoulders and your face. Go ahead, sweep the air up, stand up nice and tall. Try to lose all tension and cover your head and your heart, your whole body with your breath filled with oxygen. Sweep the air up, and before we get really moving here, try to identify what it is that you're in the most need of. So close your eyes and just try to get in tune with yourself and where you are at. And slow your pace down. Slow your breath down. Standing tall and strong spine with your core totally engaged. Let your breath just become hypnotic for you. Inhale up, standing tall, and just see yourself relaxing with every inhale. And every exhale removes anything unwanted, maybe lingering in your mind, or that has your heart broken, or that has your body feeling strains and pains. Let's try to envision the breath to actually bring life to you as a whole right now. And just have the assurance to know that you can just completely move at your own pace. Never with any class trying to keep up with anyone else, either next to you or in the class or the instructor. Just do you and get whatever it is that you need out of it, because there's something to be taken for everyone. And so visualize that breath. Let's do one more. Make that intention for yourself. Maybe see what it is, or notice what you're feeling, and whatever that feeling is, either continue to go ahead and get more of that, or not. And in fact, remove that and replace that with the opposite of whatever that is if it's negative. So if it's anxiety, you're looking for relaxation to overcome. And even though you'll be working through this, maybe the sweat piece of it will help to detoxify you and let anything that is just lingering in you to go away. So reach up for the sky, and we'll just start with our rhythmic flows of all the basic movements, starting with the hinge. So inhale, exhale up. Okay, so it's an exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. So you're coming into this L shape here, and your spine and your legs, hips are hinged and at a 90-degree angle. Feel the back of your legs stretch. Keep your core engaged. Engage your glutes so your hips press forward each time. And every time it's an exhale, we're just letting it go. Let it all go. Let it go. Let it go. Time to wake up, embrace the core center. And let that be the prime mover, the initiator of all the movements here. Keep that engaged. And this is what we'll practice from week to week, is really learning how to engage the core so that it just becomes automatic with every movement and upon the start of every movement. Now stretch straight up, and let's just come into this. Deep breath in. Expand through your lungs. Send that breath right into your side, this whole open area. Come back to the center. Let your arms swing up into the other side. So there's a time and place for everything. Some parts are moving and rhythmic, and other times they're slow and very intentional. So we're just rotating. Let's remove the stress. Get some movement pivoting through your hips. The arms are heavy and they just follow along for the ride. The movement, once again, is led at the core center. Let's bring it down lower and then reach side to side. So this is going to be more of a moving kind of yoga today. Check it out. See if it works for you. You can always be in an upright position. And some of you guys are having trouble getting up and down off the floor. We have variations. Just move, just get your blood flowing. Anything's better than nothing. Your head is now higher than your heart. Let's pivot through. Let's pivot right through into a low lunge. If that's not good, you're in a high lunge. Otherwise, you're here. Now let's twist toward the front leg. Open up the shoulder and support yourself with the hand at your instep. Other hand is just revolving through the air, circling through your wrist. Now bring it down and bring that arm underneath the other armpit. And then rotate through your spine open. Inhale up, exhale, lower and rotate. Inhale up. Follow the hand with your eyes. Feel the rotation in your center. Hold yourself strong. One more. Now, both hands at the instep, turn your back foot outward. And then just shift your weight through to the other side. Come into that low lunge if you can. If not, you're in a high lunge and you're doing your twisting in a high lunge. Or you could have your back foot turned out. And then twist toward whatever leg is in front. Do that little shoulder roll here. Open it up, unlocking the shoulder. Maybe a little hand roll. And then take that top hand and then just fish it and feed it through underneath the armpit. Add the breath. Squeeze into your glutes. Feel the stability of your front leg. Inhale up, exhale down and through. Follow the arm with the eyes, soft gaze. And both hands come down to the instep. Turn your back foot outward. And now you're in a straddle stretch. It could be up here, supporting yourself. And that, if that's where you are, that's where you stay. Otherwise, we're going to try to crawl the hands forward here. And then press. Hips to the sky. You're in a straddle stretch. Biceps between the ears. I'm just creating a little bit of movement here through my hip area to unlock things before we get into that rhythmic movement. But don't rush. Shift forward, walk your hands back. Turn your feet out and inch them toe heel inward just a bit. Support yourself. Stand back up. Sweep the air up. Let's go through a flow. Open up your chest, hinge forward. It's our basic flow. Bring one leg back at a time. Shift forward. You can kneel. Hands under shoulders. Wrap your arms inward. Slowly lower to the floor. Inhale up. Exhale. Child's pose. Shift forward. Wrap your arms inward. Slowly lower. Inhale up. Exhale. Brace your abs. Child's pose. Move through that. Continue to move through that. Move through. Just resetting things here. Bear with me. And you're moving through that little flow. Taking out anything that doesn't necessarily work. You can actually do this up on your feet as I've shown you before. Right? It's still mimicking. Arms come in, up, back, plank, brings you to the wall. Extend through your spine, brace abs, hit him back. This is the same flowing movement, whether you're on the floor or up on your feet. We're going to make it work for you. I'm going to show you how to make this work for you. Inhale up. And right here, you're just practicing, slowly lowering your hips. Get yourself in a good plank-like form. Arms become very tight, supporting you as you lower your body weight. Two more. One more. Can you hold your plank? Can you hold your kneeling plank? Could you hold a straight leg plank? Hold the wall plank. Check your alignment. Is your head beyond the hands? Are the hands underneath your shoulders? Are your abs braced as if somebody's going to kick you in the belly? Breathe, and everything is squeezing here. The hips do not drop. Wrap the arms in, slowly lower. Inhale up, exhale, downward dog. Walk your feet to your hands, hands to the feet. Adjust yourself, there is no rush. Sit into your chair. Inhale up, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale up and down. So this is unlike the hinge where it was here. This incorporates more knees. So you have to keep your chest lifted. This is a work in progress. Add the blood flow. You should feel the heart rate increasing now. And we stay right here, really warming into those legs. Go to that uncomfortable place of the seated chair position. Incorporate what you already know, which is the strength of the breath. Natalie, I know you've always liked this. I know you were a fan of this. I'm not sure if you were over there for this one row. I'm trying to remember who was in the power yoga class. Now we're here, we're not going to stop, although you can take a break. Once again, whenever we vary any of the classes, you get a chance to see where you are. And you may be super strong, but anytime you change up anything, you feel a change. That is scheduled this way on purpose. We're getting heated. Can you incorporate your lower legs and come up to your tippy toes? Let's try to work on balance. Maybe it's one heel at a time, and then you could just use that as warming up your lower legs and your ankles. Otherwise, working on balance, coming up strong. Inhale up strong, exhale, release, release, release what you got. Release that, let it go. Now that you know the power of the mind, incorporate it. See the stress leave. Detox, detox, detox. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Stand tall. Any chance you could come up to your tippy toes and try to balance. If you do so, find something to stare at. Although your arms are lifted, your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Put your heels down. Let the stress leave your upper body here. Pull your shoulders down and away from your ears. Take your head side to side. Lose that tension. Here, let's work on balance. If you really don't have any, you can turn your back foot out and just stretch straight. Little baby back bend, support your spine here. Other option is finding something to stare at. Working on balance. The knees line up. Your heel presses to the floor. You are rooting your foot into the floor. Now press your foot into your hand and feel that active stretch. Take this to whatever level is best for you. It's okay, you may have to reset many, many times. You just keep coming back. Bring it down, pull the knee in and up. These balancing poses are not easy. Do an ankle circle if you can. If you can't really balance like so, you're just switching out the high lunge and you're coming up on your tippy toe. That is your option. Other side. Inhale, reset. If your balance is not that good, maybe your toe is on the floor. Maybe you're just lifting and tapping it, trying to start out with balance there. Knees line up. Stand up tall, straight up out of your hip. Press your foot to your hand. Take it to your own level. Every day is a different day for balance. It is a work, it's a practice. That's why we're calling it a practice. You gotta do it. And then release. And then on the reversal, pull that knee up. Settle your shoulders down and back. Stand up tall if that's too much. Front toe is on the floor. Extend back slightly. Pressing forward. Come to the top. Step your feet together. Inhale up. Exhale down. Walk one foot back at a time. Get into your plank. Kneeling. Arms in. Lower. Hover. Inhale up. Exhale, child's pose. Go ahead and either lift your hips and walk your feet to your hands or float your feet to the hands. Get in your chair position and stand. Let's move through the other leg, sending it back one at a time. Getting into a plank. It can be kneeling. Inhale up. Exhale back. Walking or soft knees, soft landing, floating your feet to the top, landing in the chair first, and then standing up tall. Shift forward, lower, inhale, exhale. I'm going to guide you through the breath now. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, legs back, exhale forward. Exhaling down, inhale up. Exhale, shifting back, downward dog, walking or floating your feet to the top. Exhale, inhale. 2 more times through. Did you know that everybody moves through this at a different time? Walking or floating. Stand up tall. Last time here. Downward dog. Everyone's in a downward dog. Press one heel at a time to the floor. Drop your head. Spine is extended. Palms are pressing to the floor. Your ears are between your biceps. If that's too much, your downward dog is here. And you still mimic that movement. Hips are about at a 90-degree angle, whether you're standing or not. And as you can see, if you're standing, the ears are between your biceps. Now shift forward. Let's repeat that sequence without the stand up. So it's a lowering action. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, downward dog. Shift forward. Straight leg plank or a kneeling plank. Lowering yourself. Inhale up. Exhale. Shift forward. We're doing it again. This is your chance here. This little bit of time that is laid out for this little flowing sequence. Now that you know, it's okay to go at your own pace means that you work on the strength and the technique and the safe way, proper way to do it. Arms are up inward as I was telling you, and that supports you on the way down. 4 more times through. This will serve you as a really good strengthener, and it will help you so much with push-ups and every time that we do the flow. It may be that over time you find yourself doing the kneeling plank, lowering, extend up through your spine, and then into a downward dog. And then one straight leg plank, lowering, inhale up, and back to your kneeling. So you can alternate them. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale. Child's pose. Go ahead and bring your hands to your heels. Flip your palms up. A few more wrist circles. Breathe and release. Try so hard not to rush through. And then go ahead, lift your head, reset, shift your weight forward. Let's get from point A to point B. Maybe it takes you longer and make your feet go wider. Sink your hips down, extend through your spine. All your weight is in your heels. Create length in your spine. Don't round over. Keep spine lifted. And stand up nice and tall. Here we go. We're going down. Lifting one leg to the side. Down and the other. Like a one-leg jumping jack. Hello, let's bring the cardio to yoga. Let's bring the cardi to yoga. Heart rate is increasing. Even if you're just here, it's good. It's good. I do believe that you will be left feeling energized. That's my goal for you. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, a baby back bend. Lengthen through spine. Pressing hips forward, abs are braced. We're going to let the arms drop. Arms go overhead, sweep the leg back. Arms come to heart center, feet together. Drop the arms go overhead, hinge forward, sweep the leg back, center. This is a great way to work on balance. This one is for really all levels, the very beginner and the very athletic person who has such balance and core strength, because you're shifting your weight and your job is to be very controlled in your movement, rhythmic in your breath. So the way that it varies and serves the different fitness levels will be in your breath and in your pace, but we're not compromising speed for form. 2 more. 1 more. Step forward. Bring it down to the floor. Step it back. Back into your plank. Shifting forward. Lower it to the floor. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. We have 6 in a row. Shift forward. Slowly lower. Inhale up. Child's pose or downward dog. Keep it moving. Inhale up. Brace your abs, guys, every time you're about to either go back into your child's pose or up into your downward dog. Objective. Move with your breath in control. Better to go through only 2 rounds with lots of control than 10 and your core not engaged, because you will strain potentially your spine. 2 more. 1 more. It's a downward dog. Stay here. Press your palms to the floor. Extend your spine. Ears are between your biceps. Press 1 heel at a time into the floor. Walk your feet to the hands or the hands to the feet. Separate your feet. Rock side to side. Your weights in your heels. See if you can keep your legs low, and get that necessary stretch. It's all yours to have. Pivot to the side. Low lunge or a high lunge with your back foot turned out is your option, here or here. All we're gonna do is lift the spine. Keep your legs still in front. The job is to keep your legs still, rooted to the floor. It's going up. Arms come out as you hinge. The head stays lifted, but gaze is slightly down, up and down. So this is a great back strengthener, core strengthener, and stability builder. Barb, you like this, yes? Barb, you are always in this class. Keep that front leg very, very still. Very, very, very still. Get a sense of that stability, the rootedness that's right there within inside of yourself. Pay attention to it. Now that leg gets tired. Come out of that stance if need be. Otherwise, hey Joanne, are you here? I thought you were, I think you like this too. I'm trying to remember. It was so long ago, I feel like. Jeez. All right, now hold it up high. Lengthening stretch. It's starting to get shaky in that leg. We're going to transition into a pigeon because this front leg needs a little bit of tender loving care. So we're bringing it down. Bend your back knee to the floor. Help yourself. You're going to get yourself safely into a pigeon stance. Now this does not work for everyone, especially those with the knee thing going on. Don't do anything that is weird or strainful. The objective is to stretch out this area. If that does not work, you can get in a straddle position, one leg straddle position, and do a modified mermaid. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to stay right here. Although you'll hear people say the lower leg should be lined up to the top of the mat. Where that's true and beneficial, you also have to listen to your body and what it's telling you. That's most important. I always say not everything works for everyone. All right, now we got to get out of this position. We got to get out of it. Slow, slow. Let's go back into a downward dog. The leg that was in front, lift it up. Downward dog. Press your hands to the floor. Press your back heel to the floor. Shift forward. Push it back up. Shift forward and back up. Create length here. It could be that you're kneeling and you're like so. This would be like a reverse crunch for those who are kneeling. Tightening of the core, bracing of the abs, and stretching out the hip flexor of the leg that's extending. Holding yourself strong in your arms. Nora, we gotta talk. I've been thinking about you. I'm thinking about you on this floor right now and how your back is, as a matter of fact. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Bring that foot forward. Bring it forward. Help yourself. You can see what I'm doing. I can put my back knee on the floor and scooch this foot forward. with my hand till it's underneath my knee. Hands then support. Rock forward, balance, lift. Inhale up, the other leg goes back. Let's bring it down to the floor. You can walk your hands forward if you want, or you can just try to bend your back knee and get into this modified pigeon for yourself. Or you're just trying to get this like strength, or not strength, but the stretch. See what it feels like. Breathe, stay right there. This is the time to stay there. It's very important to do that. All right, we're just about at our time. We are just about at our time, so we're going to finish this up, and you're going to be so good to go. This is the absolutely fastest part of the day, every day and all day long, no doubt. Slowly come out of that downward dog. That foot, the leg in front, it extends to the sky. Breathe. Shift it forward and back. Again, you can kneel. The back leg can be on the floor. You're still extending up. Still strong in your upper body. And you guys, we're active, we're moving all the time. This whole program is going to prevent injuries, all right? It's balanced in the movements and in the types of workouts you should be doing, but every day is a different day for each person. So don't feel bad if you feel like you're not on top of your game. Do what you can. Now hold it up, and then put your foot down. Let's sink to our knees. Come back in a child's pose. Bring your hands to your heels and get some relief through your forearms and your wrist circles. If you can, maybe clasp your hands over your back, fold your hands together. If you haven't been doing power yoga for some time, you may feel like this is quite tremendous. Inhale up. And once again, everyone does a little bit different form of the power yoga. So stay open-minded. Once again, anything you do is better than nothing as long as it's safe. Okay, and well thought out. I got you that way. Can you open up your chest? Do the reversal stretch. Press your hips now. Relax your neck once again. Slowly sink down. Scooch over so you're on your hips. Separate your feet. Windshield washer on the legs. Unlock your back. Things are tight, so just roll with it. Don't keep your palms pressed to the floor if you're going to feel strain in your back when you twist, or if you feel that in your shoulder and your chest when you twist. I think we're just about there. So what we're going to do is transition into a bridge. You're in a supine position. Now up. Reset your bridge here. Heels pressed to the floor. Hold it for as long as you can. Your heels are in alignment to your knees, to your hips. It's all good. Breathing while you squeeze into all the muscles of the posterior chain. Very slowly roll down, one vertebra at a time. Pull one knee in at a time. Let's do some hip rolls and ankle and shoulder. Move into happy baby here. Press down on the soles of your feet. Release your shoulder tension. Maybe straighten in, stretching out one leg at a time. Work through that. Pull your knees in. Slowly release. Supine position. Let's lift up the shoulders and reset them on the floor. Flip your palms upward. so slightly side to side. Now close your eyes and bring your head back to the center. Slightly tilt your chin downward. Close your eyes and feel your facial muscles relax. 1 minute of mild meditation can cure a person from the inside out. Today's theme is just going to be stillness and silence. If you're feeling antsy or that you have to open your eyes, identify that and then let go of that. If we don't start identifying these little triggers of bad behavior, it can turn into something much worse. So this is an everyday practice. You deserve a minute of just complete silence and stillness. Focus on your breath. And just hear in your mind and believe when I say all is well. Hold on to that thought for a few breaths. Feel yourself settle in. Bring back a little bit of movement to your fingers and your toes, or not. If you have time and you're at home and you have time, I would actually encourage you to stay right here for the length of time that you have. Even if it's a little power nap, you could take a little power nap for 10 minutes right now. Wake up, feel so totally refreshed, renewed, recovered from the inside out. When you're ready, if you're ready, make it nice and slow, but keep your eyes closed and slowly roll onto your side. It has to be slow. Let's practice removing all that antsiness. And when you're ready, if you're ready, help yourself up off the floor and get yourself into a nice, comfortable, seated, cross-leg position. Keep your eyes closed, turn your head side to side, assuring that all tension is lifted off of your shoulders because they are down and back. Tilt your head side to side, creating that upper body stress-free area zone. Go ahead and sweep the air up. Envision the energy that you need being delivered to your head, heart, and body. And then go ahead, drop your head, sweep the air up, close your eyes, envision the power that you need to get through what you gotta go through. Inhale, sweep the air up, and then see your head, heart, and body as healthy, whole, healed, and renewed little by little every day. And you could do this every single day, as a matter of fact. Identify and realize if your intention was had, and if you feel better, and if you do, hold on to that. That's my wish for you. Once again, that you feel stronger, healthy, able, mobile, and resilient. A little transformation every single day will help to change your whole life and being. Thank you. Namaste. You guys are off to a great start.